So Michigan played Wisconsin this weekend. They controlled the game the entire time.
Yep.
Wisconsin is not a super good team this year, but they're still Wisconsin. It's still a real deal team.
And that's usually a classic game too. Wisconsin and Michigan.
It is.
That's a classic game.
That is a classic Big Ten game right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that was a huge win for Michigan. They are really feeling confident after that. In the research and preparation this morning that I was doing, everyone at Michigan is very confident right now. They should be top 10. Probably not any better than top 10, but they're probably going to come out top 10. Michigan finally showed this weekend that they have somewhat of a pass offense. Something about Michigan is they have literally had zero pass offense really the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
Their running offense has carried them the entire time. They have a great running offense, but again, Nebraska has a great running defense. So when we get into our predictions later and kind of how we think the game's going to go, that's definitely going to be a factor.
Yeah.
So yeah, they kind of figured out some things in the pass game. Their starting quarterback is Cade McNamara. He played pretty damn good, and he was controlling the game a lot against Wisconsin. So yeah, we're gonna have our what's the saying? We're gonna have our hands full, I guess.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Against
It's gonna be a good game, no doubt. I think, and we'll get into this more with our predictions later on, but I definitely do think it's gonna be a tight, close game. So I'm very excited to watch it. I definitely believe that we have what it takes to beat Michigan.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What makes you say that?
I mean, it showed last night. It was just kind of our confidence with our like our big play to start the drive off, getting us within the 5-yard line of the end zone on play number 1. Like, that's crazy. And then 2 plays later scoring. It's just those big plays that just mean a lot, make a huge difference in the game, huge tide turner. And I mean, if we can just keep isolating those and keep being punctual with those, I think we have exactly what it takes, because momentum is everything. Momentum is everything in football. If you control the game, you control, or if you control the clock, you control the entire game. And just the tempo of everything that's going.
Except for maybe like a fumble or an interception will kind of swing the momentum. Weirdly.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying.
Fumbles and interceptions will kind of like change the momentum potentially.
Absolutely. Those big plays are huge momentum changers. So just keep those up. Keep making big plays. Catch their defense off their are on their toes, and hit their offense hard.
Yeah, for sure. They have a pretty solid receiving core. But again, they don't really use them. They really don't have much of a passing offense, y'all. Like we're gonna see. They really rely on the run offense, and
well, then that's another thing too. Is like seeing Northwestern last night. Like their rushing yards were what, like 35, 37 or so.
I'm not sure what the final number was, but at some point in the third quarter, it was -3, and that was well into the third quarter too.
So they were moving the ball by passing it because they know that we shut down running offense.
And even then, they were not moving the ball.
No, absolutely, yeah, exactly. So, especially going against a Michigan team that doesn't have a strong passing offense, I feel really confident to where, that was Northwestern's only way to move the ball was passing. And if Michigan can't even do that, easy.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just shut it down.
Their defense is pretty damn solid. Aiden Hutchinson is one of the best defenders in the nation. He's really, really, really solid. He'll probably go in the draft. They have a great front line, which is really scary with a bad Nebraska O-line, where we just started 2 new guys in this game against Northwestern. So that's going to be one of the biggest things to watch, is our offensive line against their D-line, and then what we can convert off of that. And then literally if we can control Michigan's run game, and if we can convert somewhat on offense, it's huge. But the second that Adrian has no confidence because his pocket is breaking down and there's interceptions being thrown and there's fumbles, like, this is very much so definitely a losing game. Yeah. There's definitely losing conditions for both teams. Theirs being that they're relying on the run game, us being that we don't have a good O-line.
Well, and that's the beautiful thing about the position that we're in right now, is where we didn't see any extreme outliers from the Northwestern game that we needed to work on. It's just the nitty gritty, down to the detail type stuff, which is exactly where we want to be going into a Michigan game next week. Especially, starting with that O-line. Like, it's really gonna come down to how confident does Adrian feel in the pocket, how solid do our wide receivers feel about catching balls and stuff like that, making big plays, and I mean, run game. Like, Yant killed it last night. He did a great job. Great running. He's hard runner.
He's hard, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, if we can just isolate those big plays and that confidence and the detailed stuff going into this Michigan game, I think we have a solid shot at catching them on their toes and
definitely, definitely
on their heels, catching them on their heels.
They have a really solid scoring defense too, which is kind of scary because Adrian isn't the best in the pocket, but again, he's so much better this year than he ever was. So there's a lot riding on this game. There's a lot, like this is very much so a win that we need to get, and it's very much so a win that Michigan probably feels they need to get. So it's going to be a damn good game. So we're super damn excited. Again, it's in Lincoln, so yeah, we're going to be turning up. We look so damn good against Northwestern. Like you said, Yant stepped up, number 0. If you don't watch Nebraska and you were just watching against Northwestern, that number 0, he never played this entire year because he was about 25 pounds overweight. And the coaches were like, yo, you got to get your shit in check, and then we'll fucking start you.
Yeah.
And damn, did he look good. He already has the third most rushing yards on the team, and he averages 8.4 yards already.
Really?
Yeah. He's a damn I was looking at that today. He's real good.
That's awesome.
So,
yeah.
He was a walk-on, y'all.
Yeah,
he was a walk-on. So
I still remember watching him, and you'll hear this in the post game analysis or whatever. But he was one of those players that I started following from the get go. I was like, yeah, that's a sick name. Like, definitely gonna follow this guy.
Facts. And then he went to 0, and it was like, oh, this is fucking dope.
Like, absolutely. And so, I mean, from the get go, all the coaches and players were like, he runs hard. Like he breaks lines. He
never takes reps off in practice.
He usually strips off the first second guy or so. Breaks their tackle and just keeps going. So he's dangerous.
Facts. Yeah. I guess from here, I'm not sure how far we're already in. I mean, we're kind of, we're already 11 minutes in. All right. Yeah, so again, the fans really believe that this Michigan team is real good on the front line. They're feeling real good about their team. So yeah, we're like they're gonna bring it, and Jim Harbaugh is due for some damn good wins. Mm-hmm. He's been in this league for way too long, and yeah, they're gonna bring it. He's kind of on the hot seat. He has been since the last 5 years probably. He can't beat Ohio State, which is hilarious.
Just pretty funny.
But yeah, I guess from there we can go into predictions and who do you think? I guess I have another question first. Who do you think has a great game for us? Is it another Xavier Betts breakaway? Does Cam finally get some interceptions? You think it's I
think
Adrian stepping up again?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of that. I think one of the key players though that'll probably step up pretty well. I mean, we saw some good plays from Omar last night. Love to see him get out there more. I think Yant too will have another great game, given if he's feeling healthy and running and starting and everything like that.
Again, it's a tough D-line though.
Right.
A really good D-line.
Right.
When we have a bad O-line.
That's true.
So that is a big part of this game.
So yeah. So would you say it would be more of a passing game? Will we use more of our passing offense and our running offense?
It'll probably be a lot of RPO, quick slants. Reading the defense. Adrian's a veteran. He can read a D end. He can figure shit out.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're gonna probably try and establish the run game because something that Scott Frost was saying the other day or last night in the press conference after Northwestern, he was saying when you can get the running game going, it opens the entire playbook up.
Right.
Whereas we haven't had a running game all year. Right. And in the Northwestern game we did, and then our entire playbook opened up. This Scott Frost mastermind of an offensive coach. Which is exactly what we wanted to see when we hired this guy, Exactly.
He finally got the ability last night. And that's what was so beautiful about the game, was that we finally got to see the Scott Frost that we hired. The Scott Frost playbook, the Scott Frost
most dominant Big Ten victory under Scott Frost era.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easily. So against a team that Northwestern was pretty damn solid last year. Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces, but it don't matter. It's still a Big Ten team. They're real good. Pat Fitzgerald is a great coach.
Yeah.
They still have a great defense. So
I'm gonna double down though. I think if we get that run game going, we can expose their D line a little bit. I think it's gonna be open up, like they said, open up the playbook completely, and we're gonna see that Scott Frost playbook a little bit more.
So you think we're gonna replicate that this weekend?
I do.
You're confident?
I could see it. Yeah, I am pretty confident. maybe that's just a massacre of a win against Northwestern speaking, but
yeah, we're riding off of that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm gonna say it. Why not? I'm gonna drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah, we be drinking the Kool-Aid. So yeah, what's your prediction?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be low scoring. I'm gonna say 21-24 Skurs.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
What makes that happen?
I think it's tight up until the end. Then we get Culp in there hitting a game-winning field goal.
We are waiting for that damn game-winning field goal.
He needs that. Culp needs that.
Facts.
So I think it's back and forth for a while, pretty consistent. Just a classic Big Ten game, strong defense, not a ton of rushing yards or nothing like that. No, passing yards. I'd love to see some more rushing yards out there, but 21-21 in the fourth quarter, and then it's kind of just back and forth to see who's going to score first, and then I bet we just hold them, control the clock in the fourth quarter, and then get down the field, kick a field goal to win it in Memorial.
Okay.
In a week, yeah.
Dope.
Yep.
All right, I'm thinking 24-17. We're going to bring it to them on defense. We have a damn good defense.
Who's winning?
We are. We're going to have 3 touchdowns, 1 field goal. Culp's going to have a great field goal at some point, probably 40, 50 yards. I was thinking 31 maybe, 31-17, but I don't think our offense is going to choke a little bit with their strong D-line. And so we're going to have to see Adrian do some things that make him uncomfortable, and that's going to be super fascinating to watch. But again, our running defense is so damn good, and they rely on their running offense. So I don't see them scoring any more than 2 touchdowns. And so 17-24, 24-17 Nebraska.
Okay,
for sure. I really think that's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, it's going to be a low scoring Big Ten game. It should be a lot of fucking fun. Michigan is so badass. Like, they have Wolverines, they're fucking blue, they're Jordan. Like,
yep.
Dude, their whites are so good. They're so clean. Did you watch the Wisconsin game?
I didn't see it, no.
Oh, bro, their whites are so clean.
I'll check them out later.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I will say, though, I think if the game wasn't Michigan, I don't think it would be a win. I think the energy is going to come from a lot of the fans, a lot of the fact that it's a home game in Lincoln. I think that's going to.
Did you watch the press conferences last night?
Mm-mm.
The players loved the energy of Lincoln at night, with like the big light show at the end of the third quarter with the fucking red.
It was insane.
They feed off of the energy of the crowd.
Yeah,
and so. Yeah, it should be electric next week in Michigan.
We've missed a night game in Memorial for a while, so
not since Ohio State 2019 game day,
which was
with the crowd prior to Northwestern, obviously.
But, right.
Yeah.
So felt great to be back in there. Absolutely loved it. Obviously, the players loved it too. So that being said, that's a win next week. It's
a dub. Okay,
yes, sir.
With that. Hope y'all enjoyed. That was our breakdown of what we think is going to happen in the Michigan game. Should be really good. I got family in Chicago that went to Michigan. Big fans. They're probably going to be there for the game, and they're probably going to...
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, no way. Are they coming up?
Probably. I'm not really sure. They're super off the whim. They're pretty young. Or they make moves on a whim, and they're probably going to probably pull up, but they're going to probably decide like Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
That's just how they are.
That's fair.
But they're like that millennial generation where they just have fun, and they're like, oh, Kanye West is 2 hours away. Let's go watch him right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of how they are. That's fun. Like the dude, shout out Mike, no free shout outs. He bought like a Tesla last year, just kind of on a whim.
That's awesome.
I don't know the complete story, but
I love that.
Definitely how it came off.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's great.
With that, hope y'all enjoyed our breakdown. We will see y'all next time for our
post-game analysis.
Reaction. Yeah, our reaction.
Post-game analysis.
To the game.
After we beat them.
Exactly.
We're going to do it.
So, we'll see who the hell was right. It is going to be a good game, though, y'all. They could definitely beat us, and they're fucking top 10, and we think we're so damn good. But we'll see.